Hello everyone, my name is Elham Taheri. I have a PhD in mathematics with specialization in numerical analysis, and I am currently studying for Master of Education at Sunway University. Today I would like to talk about two challenges I faced while teaching mathematics. My final project is about managing cognition and relationships in mathematics classroom. From my experience, teaching mathematics is not only about explaining formulas and procedures. It is also about understanding how students think and how they feel. In real classrooms, students are different. They have different backgrounds, different confidence levels, and different emotional experiences. In this presentation, I will talk about two challenges that I personally experienced. The first one is foundational gaps and cognitive overload. The second one is behavioral disengagement related to weak teacher-student relationships. My main idea is simple. Cognition and emotion are connected. We cannot separate them in real classrooms. Challenge 1. Foundational gaps. In one of my grade 7 classes, I had a student who was very weak in mathematics. She had very low confidence. She believed that mathematics is too difficult and that she could never understand it. When I started explaining integer operations, I noticed she was completely lost. So I tried something simple. I asked her an easier question from the same topic. She couldn't answer. She didn't know. Then I went back even further to counter from the previous year. Again, she didn't know. She didn't answer. That was the moment I understood something important. She was not lazy. She was weak from the foundation. I also felt that maybe previous teachers had already labeled her as weak, and she had accepted that identity. When she saw symbols, she didn't see meaning. She only saw confusion. So what I did and what changed, instead of moving forward with the class speed, I decided to slow down. I went back to basics. We practiced simple operations again, step by step, very clearly. I wrote every small step on the board. I asked her to say the steps out loud. We repeated many times. At first, progress was slow, but after some weeks, something changed. One day she told me, "Now I understand what mathematics is." That was interesting for me. She said, "Before, when I saw exam papers, I didn't even know what the questions were asking, but now I understand the questions." The sentence was very powerful. The biggest change was not only in her grades, it was in her belief. She stopped saying, "I can't." She started saying, "Let me try, let me see." Sometimes students are not weak. I think they just never had a chance to understand properly from the beginning. Challenge 2. Behavioral disengagement. In another class, I had a student who often behaved disrespectfully. She interrupted, she talked during explanations. She didn't show respect to the teacher. At first, I thought this was only a discipline problem, but later I realized something deeper. She didn't understand what respect toward a teacher means. She didn't see the teacher as someone she could trust. For her, school was only about grades and punishment. So I changed my approach. I spoke to her privately. I listened more. I stayed calm even when she tested boundaries. I wanted her to understand that a teacher is not only someone who gives homework and grades. A teacher can be a guide. A teacher can be someone you trust. Slowly her behavior started to change because real respect grows from understanding, not from fear. Theoretical analysis. These two experiences can be explained through theory. Cognitive load theory tells us that working memory is limited. If students don't have automated basic skills, even simple problems overload their mind. That was exactly what happened to my first students. Social learning theory explains the second case. Students learn by observing us. If we shout, they learn shouting. If we stay calm, they learn calmness. If we show respect, they learn respect. Emotional safety is not something extra. It is necessary for learning. When students feel judged, their brain shuts down. When they feel safe, their brain works better. From these two experiences, I learned something very important. Mathematics teaching needs both structure and relationship. We must break tasks into small steps, reduce unnecessary cognitive load, automate foundational skills, but at the same time we must build trust, create belonging, respond with guidance, not judgment. Mathematics is not only about solving equations. Mathematics trains logical thinking. It helps students analyze situation. It helps them make fewer mistakes. Many young students make life decisions only based on emotions, but when they learn to think logically, to evaluate options step by step, they make better decisions in life. When students succeed in mathematics, especially if it was difficult for them, their confidence grows. And I have seen that when they improve in mathematics, they often improve in other subjects too. So mathematics education is not only academic training, it is preparation for life. In my opinion, educational challenges are not a sign of weakness. Foundational gaps are not low intelligence. Behavioral problems are not always laziness. Sometimes they are signals that students need structure or connection or both. From my experience, effective teaching means balancing rigor and empathy. It means maintaining high expectations while also supporting students emotionally. It means maintaining high expectation while also supporting students emotionally. Teach the mind, teach the person. Thank you.